Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to be reading this book to you today from Wit and Wisdom. And this is about the continent Africa. And this is an informational text. We're going to learn things in this book. The things in this book are not made up, they're real. And the book was written by Rebecca Hirsch, Africa. This is the table of contents. This is where we can find page numbers if we want to look up different subjects. Welcome to Africa. Africa is a continent. It has more than 50 countries. And down here it says, buffalo drink at a watering hole. The largest pieces of land on Earth are continents. There are 7. Africa is the yellow continent on this map. Okay, this heading says People of Africa. So we're going to be learning about the people of Africa. Many people live in Africa. Some live in cities. Cairo is Africa's largest city. It is in Egypt. These children go to school near there. So these children live in Cairo, Egypt. And it says down at the bottom, the Step Pyramid is near Cairo, Egypt. That's a pyramid. That's where the pyramids are. They're in Egypt on the continent of Africa. Some Africans work on farms. They grow corn, rice, and other crops. A mother farms with her baby. So he's going to work with the mama. Children play soccer in villages, cities, and on the beach. Soccer is the most popular sport in Africa. Boys play on the beach near Cape Town, South Africa. They're playing soccer. This heading says wild places. So we're going to read about wild places in Africa. Africa has deserts. The Sahara is the world's largest desert. It is very hot and dry. Camels walk across the Sahara Desert. See the camels? Africa has grassy places called savannas. Savannas have wet seasons and dry seasons. This says savannas have few trees. So there's not a lot of trees, there's just a few. There are rainforests in Africa. It rains almost every day in the forest. Many kinds of plants grow there. A national park rainforest in Africa. This heading says amazing animals. We're going to read about the amazing animals in Africa. Africa is famous for its wild animals. Gorillas live in the forest. This is a silverback gorilla. Zebras, giraffes, and lions live in the savannah. And this is a herd of zebras. Okay, now this heading says water and land. So we're going to be reading about the water and land in Africa. The Nile River in Africa is the world's longest river. People live near rivers so they can get water. Girls fill water jugs in the Nile River. Kilimanjaro is Africa's tallest mountain. People climb this mountain. They visit Africa to see its amazing animals, people, and places. Now let's read about a modern marvel. Remember, modern are things that are new, And marvels are things that are interesting and things that people would be amazed by. So this modern marvel is the Library of Alexandria in Africa. It's a very modern building. It has both sharp angles, like this is a sharp angle, and smooth curves. Columns hold up the parts of the building. The Library of Alexandria can hold millions of books. It also has art galleries and museums. Meet a meerkat. Meerkats, that's what this heading says. Meerkats live together in family groups. Meerkat families work together to gather food and raise their young. That means to raise their babies. You can find meerkats on the Africa savannas. Okay, and this is a page of words to know. Desert, gorilla, mountain, savannah. The end.